What is going on, guys? John here, back again with another video, and today we're playing some Expedition 33. I just want to come on here and kind of ramble about this game a little bit, and why this game probably is going to win Game of the Year, and why it deserves to win Game of the Year. I don't see a world why it shouldn't win Game of the Year, and there's a lot of haters about this game, and it's probably because they're terrible at the game, and let's just be honest. I'm not saying I'm great at it. I'm not very good at it. I try. I mean, I can play it. I know how to play it. But I'm not like, you know, the guy that's going to go through the game not getting hit or, you know, parrying everything. It's just not going to happen. This game's frustrating. It's challenging for some. And that's probably what makes it so good. Just the cast of characters you get to use and all this other stuff. I think it's just a good time. It's got that emotional hook for you. I think it's just good. I don't see a world where this is just a bad game. It's actually probably... Now, I'm not going to like sit here and glaze it like the rest of the internet community does for this game, because I don't think this is one of the games that are like, oh my god, this game, you're going to remember it for 20 years. It's like, you're not. Let's just be honest. In 20 years, we'll have way better things. It's like, sure, people are going to look back at it and go, wow, Expedition 33, that was a fun game. But it's going to all come down to what game has the staying power. And do I think this game has the staying power? I don't know. Time will tell. I can't answer that now, but time will tell to see how big of an impact this game actually has on, you know, video games in like the next 5-10 years. Will they make a sequel? Maybe. I don't know. Again, I haven't beat it yet, so I don't know how it's going to work. So I don't know what they're going to do with this. My hope, though, is that it doesn't get mainstreamed, because if it becomes mainstream, this franchise probably will start to fail. Like, if we start seeing Expedition 33 TV shows and movies, then I'll go, alright, I see what you guys are doing. And I don't know if that's going to be the move for this franchise. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, all the other fantasy shows that come out are complete hogwash garbage. And if you don't think otherwise, then, you know, maybe I'm the crazy one. But most of the fantasy shows, like something like that, like this, especially right now, this wouldn't be a wise move to make this game a TV show or something like that. I just don't see the point, and it would just probably ruin a lot of things. They wouldn't do it right, and they would fucking ruin it. This is a very French-inspired game, and you know if Americans get it, they will fuck it up, because, you know, millennial writing and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think this game's gonna clean sweep the Game Awards. I honestly don't see it being an issue. Now, I don't agree with it being part of the indie category. I don't consider this an indie game. No way. That should go to like legit indie games. Like, take this game out and put Schedule 1 in or something. But I'm pleasantly surprised in 2025 that we got a game like this. Like, just this very much reminds me of like early 2000s video games, like the RPG, the fantasy, like turn-based fighting and all that cool stuff. And I'm a fan of the turn-based fighting because I played a lot of the Yakuza games last year, especially like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. I played a lot of those, and I obviously played Final Fantasy, and I just enjoy doing that type of stuff. I could be in the rarity. I like the turn-based stuff. Because, you know, you have time to like strategize and stuff like that. Now, can it be annoying sometimes? And are there overpowered ass bosses for no reason? Yeah, there are like that in every game, though. But we just gotta talk about like the characters are great. You know, you're hooked. Basically, from the beginning, the way they set the whole thing up with the Expedition 33, I definitely recommend playing this game. If you have not and you enjoy fantasy, especially games like Final Fantasy, I definitely, if you haven't played this yet, you're missing out. Now, I started playing this, I bought it when it came out, and then I don't know what happened, I just kind of stopped playing it, and I just recently have come back to it, and I'm kind of like, damn, I should have just fucking, I don't know why I stopped playing it, but I did, I don't know, I just did. And I just find myself easily getting lost in this world. Like, I like running around, I like exploring, I think the colors are great, it's a good, like, the world is dark, like, it's very bright and colorful, but, you know, that's just like a mask for how dark it is in here. And man, we are like in a Resident Evil house right now. But yeah, I know I'm rambling, and I'm gonna be rambling probably for like the next 5 minutes. So if you guys don't enjoy rambly videos, then this one's probably not for you. But that's all right, you know? It is what it is. I do want to come on here and say too, real quick, before we continue. Thank you guys for all the, you know, I mean, the channel's growing very decently, guys. It's for a small YouTube channel. I couldn't be happier. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have a lot of new games coming out soon that I'm gonna be playing. Some new horror stuff. So stay tuned to that. It'll probably be either Thursday, probably Thanksgiving. I know everybody and their mom is on, you know, doing family stuff on Thanksgiving. Not me. I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be hustling on YouTube because, you know, I gotta get content out. That's where my focus is. Don't get me wrong. I love, you know, I'm gonna spend time with the family and stuff, but the first part of the day is definitely gonna be for YouTube, just to get content out there. Just because this is usually the day a lot of people take off, and I'm gonna take advantage of that to just, you know, try to get some content out there for some people, you know, because some people don't have a Thanksgiving, you know, some people don't have family to hang out with. So I'm gonna give them a video, give you guys some videos, so you know you don't feel completely left out, or, you know, because it's miserable, especially if you, and this is coming from a guy. I know this video has completely taken a left turn, but this is coming from a guy who lost a parent when he was 18, and every day is fine, but once you get to the holidays, it gets a bit tougher. So the holidays, you know, for some are great, and they, you know, like to spew all this joy. And not all everybody feels joy on the holidays. I'm one of those people. I'm not a big fan of the holidays. I just don't enjoy them as much as I did when I was younger, and that's just the way life goes. But that being said, back to talking about Expedition 33. If y'all want to skip through that fucking last couple of minutes, I understand. But, and this character here, Mael, she is probably my favorite, just because I also will say, and I'm not going to give, I guess I could, that game's been out for a while, fuck it. Charlie Cox is in this game from Daredevil, and that's probably what had me hooked at first, because as a fan of his Daredevil, I was like, oh, Charlie Cox is in it, it's going to be good. And then he dies in the opening act, or the first act, and it completely just shatters your expectations of what to expect, because any game that is just going to throw you an absolute curveball like that is unhinged. And they did a very good job. They were respectful about it, and I'm very happy that it happened, but it really, like, makes you like the other characters that you're playing as. Because Gustav was great, and I was very excited to, you know, run around as Charlie Cox, and I was like, yeah, Charlie Cox is in this game, sick. And then he dies, and I go, man, that was an easy paycheck for him. But I'm trying to figure out where this little studio got the money and budget to get some of these voice actors, because, man, it also makes me feel that way about Dispatch, because I've been playing through Dispatch. I'm like, I don't know how Dispatch was able to get Aaron Paul and then all these streamers, but it's just the game is a beautiful game to look at. Again, the combat is not for everybody. I understand that, but I think this game's going to sweep Game of the Year. And if it doesn't, I would be pleasantly shocked, because I don't think anything else this year has come out that even touches this game in any way, shape, or form. And that's just my personalist opinion. I don't think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 does. I don't think Hollow Knight does. What else is being fucking definitely not Ghost of Yotai or any of that woke slop. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and ramble, guys. I'm gonna get back to playing this game. I'm gonna try to finish it probably by this week, just so I could be done with it and have it completed before the year's end, so I can prepare myself for the other new games that are coming out. Knowing that I do have some new horror games coming out. We have Total Chaos. If you guys don't know what that is, you guys are in for a treat, because that game looks disgusting, but I'm in. We're playing Still Wakes the Deep. I know people know what that game is already, but I'm just playing it for my, you know, own fun, I guess, at this point. And then we have Stubbs the Zombie I'm going to get, because I really want to check that game out. I never played it. I've always heard about it, but I've never played it, and I've seen that it's on PS5, so I was like, you know what? We're going to give it a shot. But that being said, guys, I'm going to go kick these guys' ass. I'm gonna go have fun. I'm gonna go play some more of this, and then if you guys want to see some more content, I'm gonna get some more content out today. I think we'll get Still Weeks the Deep episode 2 out. We're gonna get Dispatch finished, so stay tuned for some clips on that. So thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate you guys very much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay warm, have a great holiday, and I will see you soon. Peace.